A pleasant day, everyone. I am Wilma C. De Los Santos, Faculty Researcher of Mindoro State University. I am here today to present to you or share to you our research titled Entity-Level Greenhouse Gas Inventory, A Road to Emission Reduction and Climate Change Mitigation. Global warming and climate change are pressing issues that demand immediate attention. The Earth's climate is undergoing significant changes as a result of human or anthropogenic activities such as burning of fossil fuel, agricultural production, raising of livestock, and deforestation. These activities release greenhouse gas into the atmosphere, trapping heat and causing the planet to warm. As you can see in the figure, it clearly indicates that it has a consistent rise in global mean temperature from 1850 to 2022. This significant trend should not be overlooked or underestimated. As global temperature continues to increase, we witness the devastating consequences of climate change in our environment, such as extreme climate events or extreme weather events that turn into disasters. As you can see in the figure, it shows us the amount of greenhouse gas emissions in the atmosphere emitted by different countries in the world. As the graph depicts, some countries have higher emissions than others. This discrepancy demonstrates the varying levels of responsibility that the nations bear when it comes to combating climate change. It is our collective effort or responsibility to address the issue of greenhouse gas emission and to work towards a greener and more sustainable world. So the Philippines is among the 185 countries in the world that participated in the Paris Climate Conference. One key aspect of the agreement was the commitment to keep the temperature increase well below 2 degrees Celsius and strive for a limit of 1.5 degrees Celsius. So by signing in this agreement, the Philippines acknowledges the critical importance of mitigating effects of rising temperature. So the Department of Interior and Local Government in the Philippines has made it mandatory for all local government units to conduct greenhouse gas inventory or quantification. So this initiative aims to monitor the contribution of the LGUs to climate change and then integrate it into their local climate change action plan. So by understanding their carbon footprint, LGUs can implement effective measures to reduce emissions and promote sustainable practices. So we have here two types of inventories. We have the entity level and the community level greenhouse gas inventory. So what we did first is the entity level inventory, because the community level greenhouse gas inventory is a tedious one. So it includes all the households in all barangays, including all the elements within the household, contributing to the greenhouse gases or greenhouse gas emission. So what we did first is to quantify first the emissions associated with municipal operations and services, so that is entity level greenhouse gas inventory. So we have here operational boundary. So we classify the emissions as direct emissions or scope 1. So it includes stationary and mobile combustion and solid waste management. And then we have the indirect emissions, which is scope 2. It includes purchased electricity. However, we did not first include the employees' business travel in the study because the data of this is not yet available in the municipality. So we have accounted three greenhouse gases, the carbon dioxide, methane, and nitrous oxide. So we have first to convert um, nitrous oxide and methane into carbon dioxide equivalent because we only account greenhouse gas emissions with a unit as carbon dioxide. So we have that carbon dioxide equivalent. So in order to quantify or calculate the greenhouse gas equivalent, we use this formula. Greenhouse gas emission equals activity data times emission factor times global warming potential. So we have used the IPCC Fourth Assessment Report for the GWP's value. So this is the activity data of the municipality. We have a total of 375,500 kilowatt hour purchased electricity. They have 116,234 liters of fuel consumption in 2022. So this is categorized as diesel and gasoline. Then they have biodegradable waste and non-biodegradable waste. So they have 118 tons for bio and 121 tons for non-bio for their solid waste management. So using the formula and the constants, we arrived in these values. So we calculated a total of 429 carbon dioxide equivalent coming from mobile and stationary combustion, and then 120 tons from purchased electricity, 149 tons from solid waste, and a total of 700 tons of carbon dioxide equivalent. So based on the result of the study, we conclude that the highest contribution for the greenhouse gas emission of the municipality came from the mobile and stationary combustion. So they must focus on this category. So they have to lessen or reduce the usage of diesel and gasoline. So for the from the total 700 metric tons of carbon dioxide equivalent, the municipality must include in their local climate change action plan these activities in order to reduce or mitigate greenhouse gas emissions. So they must have at least 242 tons of waste recycled instead of landfill, 30,308 trash bags of waste, 34.6 garbage trucks of waste recycled instead of landfill, and then 0.195 megawatt average capacity of wind turbines running for a year. So in order to sequester the carbon dioxide that they produce, they must have grown at least 11,578 trees in the span of 10 years. They must have maintained or they must have an existing forest area of 330 hectares. They must have also preserved at least 2 hectares of land area not converted into any other land use, such as cropland. So at least they have 2 hectares in a year. So this activities or quantity has been calculated or have been calculated using greenhouse gas equivalences calculator. So thank you very much. That's all. Once again, have a pleasant day.